From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Save more on Parker House, Ashley, and Coaster. Furniture and Mattress 86, across from the Churn Creek Post Office on Merchant Street, Reading.
Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Mike Krueger. This is your afternoon update, and the weaker winds, that's what's pretty much in store for us here for today. I do expect the cool and wet weather pattern that has arrived to stick around for a while, but I do expect a break on Saturday. There are some indications that we may see a bit of a break by the middle of next week as well, but the forecast models are still having a hard time with that at this point here. And I do expect overall, this cool and wet weather pattern to most likely last through a good portion, if not all, of next week. Taking a look at your neighborhood forecast for the rest of the day today, scattered showers, possible thunderstorms, not only in the mountains, but I think even the valley could possibly see some of that activity as well. That's because we got an area of low pressure. Now, that low pressure system that gave us the gusty winds yesterday, that's up to our north. You see kind of spinning near Seattle. That's moving farther away from us, and as a result, our winds start to die down. But it's also the flow around that area of low pressure is helping to usher in that cold and unstable air, and that's why we've got showers and even some possible thunderstorms here in the forecast. Now, as I mentioned, the winds are dying down today, but it still will be on the breezy side here through the rest of the afternoon and possibly even into tonight. But by tomorrow, those winds will be substantially weaker here, much weaker here, most likely below 10 miles per hour. But take a look at Sunday. We're going to take you into Sunday morning. The winds start to pick up, especially out towards the coast here. And then we go to Sunday afternoon. I mean, it's not going to be, again, what we saw yesterday, but there will be at times during the day on Sunday that those winds will kind of pick up for pretty much everyone. All right, so we take a look at, we're looking at what's known as the HRRR forecast model because it's been a little bit more aggressive with the chance for thunderstorms in the valley in particular than our in-house forecast model. So I just want to show you in comparison here. So here is, as we go into the afternoon, you see how those showers are just kind of popping up. There may be an isolated thunderstorm here for parts of the valley here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Meanwhile, we're seeing some snow in the higher elevations, and the coast could even see a chance for some of those thunderstorms as well. As we go later in the afternoon, we're seeing the potential for more showers and thunderstorms. And again, getting fairly aggressive with that potential in the valley and even along the coast here. And then as we go into tonight, that should start to kind of wrap itself up. Still some isolated showers and even possible thunderstorms for the coast tonight and snow in the mountains. So again, that's taking a look at the HRRR forecast model. Now let's take a look at our in-house forecast model and show you that it's fairly aggressive, just not on top of the valley, more on the east side of the valley and closer to the foothills. But we certainly do have that chance for the potential for a few showers and thunderstorms for the valley, the coast. But you see the mountains could also see some of that activity. And then by 4 o'clock this afternoon, you can see most of it's in the mountains, but once again, not as aggressive as the HRRR, because when we were looking at the HRRR forecast model, it was much more aggressive and much more activity over the valley than what we see here. Then we go into 6 o'clock this evening. It's starting to kind of wrap itself up. More scattered showers, possible thunderstorms even for the coast later on this evening and tonight. Could see a few stray showers for parts of the valley as well. But look at this. By the time we get to Saturday morning, all bets are off now. Now we're finally saying, all right, no more showers. However, just kind of lingering on the coast there for your Saturday morning. But look at this. Through the day on Saturday, just some increasing high clouds throughout the day, but dry conditions on Saturday. But we've got that next storm system that's approaching on Sunday morning. And you can see not a lot going on in the morning, but as we go through around midday, that kind of pushes on through. You've got showers, you've got snow in the mountains. And then Sunday afternoon, you've got more scattered showers, but it's kind of starting to break itself up a little bit here. But then eventually we've got more rain coming in early next week. So the amount of rainfall that we end up seeing in the valley will really depend on who gets caught under a thunderstorm and who doesn't. If you get caught under a thunderstorm, obviously a lot more rainfall. Not get caught under a thunderstorm, obviously a lot less rainfall. But we certainly do have some rain in the forecast. Now looking at the forecast snow totals, it's getting kind of aggressive for Weaverville, Etna, but I don't anticipate much in the way of any accumulation of any there. I think you're just too low in elevation. Shingletown is going to be borderline. Mount Shasta will be borderline, but I do expect better chances for maybe some minor accumulations for some of the higher mountain communities like Chester, Quincy, Portola, even Alturas could see that light dusting of snow. In the meantime, we take a look at your Sunday night into your Monday forecast. So remember, we talked about the scattered showers eventually by Sunday afternoon. By Monday, we've got the next storm system approaching. This is going to bring us more wet weather here through the day on Monday. Now, we go into Monday afternoon, it actually really is starting to show signs of starting to break apart, but still some scattered showers out there. And the longer range forecast model, this is the GFS. Now, the thing about the GFS is it's showing a bit of a break on Tuesday, but the European forecast model, not so much. Then on Wednesday, we've got a little bit of an atmospheric river that could possibly be impacting our weather by the middle of the week. And then we go into Thursday and Friday. Well, Thursday, you got the chance for showers, but it looks like now that we've got high pressure building in by the end of next week, we could be talking about drier conditions by Friday of next week. Now, here's the thing. The forecast models are starting to kind of juggle what's going on for next week. There are indications and signs that we may see a bit of a break on Wednesday of next week, but you saw there on this model. So again, it just depends on which model you look at, but there is a bit of uncertainty as far as when we could see breaks. Saturday still looks very good. That's very promising. But sometime around Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, there may be signs of showing a bit of a break before we see more wet weather toward the end of next week. So just kind of something to keep in mind if you do have plans for next week. But looking at the overall rainfall estimates through next Thursday, it looks pretty good for the valley. Could see about 2 inches, give or take. And for the coast, obviously much more, anywhere between 3 to even 5 inches of rain. All right, so here's what we expect here for today. Low 60s for the valley. Temperatures mainly in the 40s for the higher elevations, although in Trinity County, low 50s, and it looks like in the low 50s for the coast as well. And we take a look at tonight, we're dropping down to the upper 30s. It's going to get quite chilly because I do think we'll see a little bit of clearing, and that will allow us to get a little bit colder. There's some colder air in place, so that's why our temperature should drop. We're down to the upper 20s, even some low 30s for the higher elevations, and for the coast, temperatures in the low 40s. All right, so looking at your 7-day forecast, we're going to start off with the valley. There's that break on Saturday. Now, I've got mostly cloudy skies Sunday, Monday with the better chances for showers to start off the week. But again, around Tuesday, Wednesday, we're looking at the potential for maybe a bit of a break. But bottom line, cool and unsettled through next week. Taking a look at the coast, you've got that break on Saturday as well. More often on showers here through next week. And we're going to take a look at your forecast for Siskiyou, Modoc County, and the Eastern Mountains. You're dry on Saturday as well. Snow levels actually dropping a bit for next week too. Could get anywhere between 2,000, 2,500, and maybe upwards of around 3,500 feet, just depending on where you are. But you get the idea. Some colder air is moving in next week with that potential for more showers and more snow as well. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening at 6 o'clock. Until then, have a great afternoon.
Save more on our huge selection of Nectar, Dream Cloud, Sierra Sleep, and Diamond Mattress. Furniture and Mattress 86, across from the Churn Creek Post Office on Merchant Street, Reading.